conference.
Yes, good morning and welcome to GVO. Joel Terrier here.
Mike Padre over here. We need 5 minutes of your time because we're turning the skeptics into believers, okay? Mike and I were chatting on the weekend and this morning. We just realized again, sometimes we forget. A lot of new people watching this blog.
Yeah.
They don't know who we are. We're a basement operation.
What makes us different?
Exactly.
You know?
Right across the screen right here, what is our competitive advantage and why do you want to get involved with us to create a long-term residual income for yourselves?
That's right.
First, guys, we've been online for 12 years, okay? But we're going to go through everything really quickly because I know some of them are really busy.
Yeah.
You know, we all live in an attention deficit world. We've been online for 12 years and we're going to explain how we've been online for 12 years. So even though we've been around a long time, okay, a long time, this is a brand new opportunity, okay? Here's point number one. Because we've been in business for 12 years, we are not going anywhere. 99.99% of new opportunities that launch are out of business within 1 year. So it means you put your heart and soul into it. The odds are stacked against you already.
That's right.
Okay? So brand new ground floor opportunity with an existing company. Now, here's how we stay in business, and this is how we can beat out the competition. And Mike is going to just hit me upside the head if I forget anything.
No, you go on. That's good.
First, we are privately owned and operated and completely debt-free except for the mortgage on our building. Now, you can see right now the building itself, the outside of the building. Okay?
Now, what does that mean to them?
It means extremely, extremely low overhead. Our mortgage payment, folks, because we put a lot of money down on our building, we pretty much almost bought it outright, is only $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
That is our overhead. Number two is we're a completely green company. What I mean by that is we're only in 10,000 square feet, okay? Internet has changed from a lot of little mini servers. We've all heard of cloud hosting and going green and stuff like that. And by only being in 10,000 square feet, it keeps our overhead, again, very, very low, okay? A lot of the Fortune 500 companies out there in the webcasting arena, millions of dollars overhead every month, okay? Now there's variable costs, which means our staff, and then there's fixed costs, which means our mortgage.
That's right.
Guys, we're an 8-figure business now with a $5,000 a month fixed cost. Very, very low overhead. Scalability. Even though we're in 10,000 square feet, like I said, we're very green. Right now, you can see our server room. Okay, our server room occupies what? Maybe 2,000 square feet of our building right now? You can see our server room, low cooling costs, low everything, okay? Now, scalability, if you're looking now, you can see the other 6,000 square feet of open space that we have to continue to grow the company.
That's right.
Okay? Now, why are we showing you these B things, guys? Just again, we want to prove to you.
Social proof.
That's how we can do it, okay? So here's the thing of where we can kick the butts out of the Fortune 500 companies. 99% of Fortune 500 companies are not privately owned, okay? They have.
Absolutely.
This means a big thing.
This is huge.
When you're publicly traded, folks, or you have investors, one thing, put it in your shoes. All of you have probably stocks and bonds and investments you make. What do you care about? One thing. Is my stock up or is my stock down?
Yeah, exactly.
All they care about is the money, okay? Because we're privately owned and operated, and because we own everything, like I said, the data center, the routers, the servers, and everything, we don't have a board of directors to go to. Our board of directors are you guys, our valued affiliates, okay?
Exactly. There's no third party. It's us and our clients. That's it.
So why does not having a board of directors or investors help us grow our company? Well, one, we don't have any debt consolidation. We don't have investors to pay off. None. Zero. Okay? There's some companies out there that, you know, they talk about the $25 million or $100 million a year they bring in, but it only 99% of it or whatever, I mean not 99, but a certain percentage goes back out in paying off their debts to their investors. Okay? Not having investors means what? It means one, imagine when we launch this publicly, do you think our competitors, and I don't want to mention them, but do you think our competitors can go to their board of directors and say, well, there's a new competitor in town, we're losing a lot of our market share to them, we have to drop our costs by 90%.
Yeah.
We have to drop the price of our product by 90%.
What do you think the investor's going to say? Exactly.
Right? Because relative to their overhead, at the price that they're charging right now, okay, with their debt consolidation, paying back investors, all that kind of stuff, maybe they're only in a 10% profit margin.
That's right.
We don't know. Again, I'm speculating.
Yeah.
But imagine going to an investor and going, we have to drop our price of our product by 90% from $100 to $10 a month. What's an investor going to say?
You freak out.
Yeah, they'll totally freak out,
Yeah.
right? So the CEOs, when you have, I've talked to many people who run publicly traded companies. A company generally only goes public if they need money.
Yes.
Because you lose all control, complete control of your company.
Exactly.
You know? So even the CEO doesn't have the last word. He has to go to a board of directors, he has to go to his investors, blah, blah, blah. He has to plead his case. So even if they could ever drop it by 90%, which I know they can't, they're going to be very slow to react.
Absolutely.
6 months, a year, whatever, they're going to be very, very slow to react, okay? So just looking at some... So, I mean,
That's big, yeah, bottom line.
okay, so here's what makes us different, guys. We've always provided great products at a great price and great value. Again, we have no investors, no board of directors. We're privately owned and operated. Our only fixed cost is $5,000 a month.
No third party.
No third party.
Point,
No,
our
no
multi-language.
Exactly.
These are our competitors.
And our track record.
Yes.
We've been privately owned for 12 years.
Yeah.
We moved from Canada to San Antonio to scale the company. You know, we talked about the very small overhead we have now, the server space that we have to scale and grow, the massive amount of bandwidth here in San Antonio. The reason we chose San Antonio when moving from Canada, Rackspace is here, which, by the way, Rackspace just went public.
Yeah.
Now, again, great company, don't get me wrong, but I've heard from people that work there that the atmosphere is very different now.
Yeah, sure it is.
Why? It's all about the money.
Sure.
That's it, that's all. Now, don't get us wrong. We're about the money too. But I can go to Mike here and go, and you guys, hey, Joel, we need this feature right now because a competitor doesn't have it, and it's going to cost you maybe $25,000 in programming fees to do it. I look at Mike looks at me, we talk to you guys on the blog, we
do it.
We do it. It's done. Don't have to go to our investors and go, well, you know, here's an operating cost, so blah, blah, blah,
Go
blah,
through
blah.
and feed the chain, forget it.
Okay, now, back to the new people that are watching this. Because of all these factors, we're coming to a price point when we go public with our webcasting product and with Go GVO too, guys. You know, without convoluting things, Go GVO. We've got 5 products for $44.95 per month that would cost you $300-400 elsewhere. But back to GVO Conference, $8.97 versus our competition at $100. That, what I just said, is what creates the phenomenal opportunity behind this company. Even and still, we're able to pay out 70 to 80% of our $8.97 back to our affiliates. Think about it, guys. Again, here's the raw math. If we net $2 per room per month, all we need is 10,000 rooms out there, or not, sorry, 2,000 rooms out there to cover our overhead.
Yeah.
That's how we make our money. It's not rocket science. That's it.
That's all.
And it took, you know, have I had investors come crying to want to invest in our company?
Sure.
Yes, many, many times. Now, granted, it took us 12 years to get to the point where we're at now, where we're, I mean, I'm not bragging, relatively cash-rich company. We're able to do what we want, when we want to do it. But could I have catapulted our success, perceived success, by grabbing an investor for $7, $8, $10 million 6, 7 years ago? Probably. Probably. But we chose not that route. So 12 years in the making, that's it. That's all I got to say.
That's right.
I'm rambling now, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Get involved.
Key points.
We will continue to be in business. We're not going to go like this. You put your heart and soul into it. We're not going out of business, folks. We have no overhead, relative. Almost no overhead whatsoever by not having, okay, I'm rambling. Sorry, Mike. I get excited, guys, because I want to hammer home the point.
It's truth, absolutely.
So that's where we are.
Huge.
So what's call to action on the blog? Here's my call to action. What we explained today is that helpful for you? Can you use this video to send to your prospects to help them understand of why we're not going to be the skeptics are all fly in the pan, product doesn't work. Well, we've already proved that the product works, so now people are going, well, they just can't do it long term for that price,
Yeah,
so
exactly,
I'm not getting involved.
Exactly, yeah, for sure. And I think we honestly should. We should shoot a couple of videos like that, stick them in the members area, because it gives.
Well, they could use this video here?
Well, they could, yeah.
Yeah, so we can take this video, put it in the members area for you and say, listen, this is why this company is not going out of business. This is why this company is not a flash in the pan, and this is why, that corporate top-down investor relationship, again, hey, can we drop our price by 90%? Mr. Investor, we're going to lose money for 5 years because we have all this debt consolidation. Can we drop our price by 90%?
Well, you always hear horror stories about that.
Yeah.
These big investors throwing in their money, and then, they're going to get a point of return within 6 to 12 months, this and that.
They don't see any return?
They don't see any return.
So they start squeezing?
And believe me, Joel and I
have seen it happen.
We have seen it happen firsthand.
Firsthand. Without getting us into legal trouble, we'd love to mention some of the companies that we've worked with. We've seen it firsthand.
We've seen it firsthand. Comes in all honky-dory, and the next thing is
they're squeezed.
As soon as the pressure's put on, which there's huge pressure.
From your investors.
Huge pressure. So, I mean, when these people are investing, 5, 10, 15, 20, $50 million, yeah, there's going to be pressure.
Yeah.
Huge pressure. And we've seen it.
And what happens when this first initial cash injection comes in? They spend money frivolously on all these types of things that they think are going to work. They don't work. Then all of a sudden there's no ROI, no return on investment. And we've seen guys that are very cool, calm, and collective totally freak out. Totally freak out because of the pressure and the pressure and the pressure. Anyway, that's it, guys. Call to action. Just post if you think a video like this can help you in your marketing efforts. Yeah. To all the new members, we certainly hope you jump on board.
We welcome you,
welcome you, and this is how we are. This is our company. We tell it like it is.
Yep.
When things aren't going so well, we make a mistake, we tell you we made a mistake.
Oh yeah, we'll be right up front about it. That's where we are.
Anyway, folks, have an awesome day. Post on the blog if you think this could help you.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, folks.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.